We have Joey McDonald and all alumni gathered here this evening to field level, please, for tonight's ceremony. Please join us at field level. Good evening, fans, and welcome to the annual Ironman Honor Roll. A special welcome to Ironman alumni gathered. And of course, a thank you to the Fredericton Royals and our umpire crew tonight for your patience. Tonight, we honor Joey McDonald. Joey played for the Ironmen for 14 seasons between 1989 and 2002. In 1997, Joey batted .380. In his career, Joey sold 38 bases. On delayed steals, a skill he developed and perfected. Between 1995 and 1999, Jody was a plus 300 hitter. In 1995, the Ironmen won their first Canadian championship here at Ironman Field. Jody is fondly remembered for a play that played in the semifinal against Ontario. On that play, Jody collided with the Ontario catcher and carried the ball loose, sparking the big Ironman rally. Later that evening, Jody caught the last out on a fly ball to right field to capture her first national championship, a moment forever etched in her memories. Post-career, Jody has been the president of the Ironman Board of Directors and a major decision-maker in team matters. In 2019, the year of our second Canadian championship, Jody was our tournament chairman. For these and many other reasons, the Chatham Miramichi Ironmen are pleased to induct with a big round of applause for Joey McDonald to the Ironman Honor Roll this evening. We have a presentation from Terry Lewis. And I'll call upon Tyler McKay to join Jody at field level. And Jody has one more good pass in the wing for a ceremonial pitch this evening. Thanks again to the Royals for your patience and our umpires. And fans, one more time for tonight's inductee, Joey McDonald.
Hey, folks, thank you for joining us a bit early tonight for Jody McDonald's induction into the Wall of Fame. We're going to have first pitch in just a few moments here, as is tradition at Ironman Field. Jody and his family and loved ones have ventured down the left field line to take a few pictures with his name on the wall out there as Jody McDonald joins over 30 Ironman greats who have been previously inducted into the Chatham Ironmen Honor Roll. So just give us a few minutes, folks. We're going to have the national anthem here, and we will have first pitch on a Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live as the Fredericton Royals are in town to take on your Chatham Miramichi Ironmen. So we'll be live in just a few minutes. Thank you for your patience.
And the Fredericton Royals. Yeah, we got special guests here tonight. Please welcome to the field the Miramichi female twins. Fans, please stand if you can. And kindly remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, baseball fans. Chris Jardine here, voice of the Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen, with tonight's game between the Fredericton Royals and your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen in a battle between the second and third place teams in the Brennan Senior Baseball League. The Royals come in tonight 12-9, fresh off a 1-0 victory over the Moncton Mets last night. Starter Colby Lyle tossed a complete game shutout one-hitter last night at Kiwanis Field. They are taking on your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen, who come into the game tonight 9-8 on a 4-game winning streak, including 2 wins over Fredericton and a doubleheader sweep here Friday night against the St. John Alpines, as the Ironmen looking to make it 5 in a row here, and will send Jamie Walls to the mound. Quick look at the lineup for the Royals tonight. Adam Esty, the third baseman, leads it off. Craig Oliver, the shortstop, batting second. Josh McDonald is in right field tonight, batting third. Matt Munn is in left field tonight, batting fourth. Shane Sullivan, making another appearance for them, up from the juniors tonight, is playing second tonight, batting fifth. Zach O'Hara's doing the catching duties and batting sixth. Nathan Van Putten is pitching tonight, batting seventh. Thomas Hoyt, center field, batting eighth. And Jackson Wilson, the first baseman, rounds out the order for the Royals. Tonight's starter for the Ironmen, Jamie Walls, making his, well, I don't have the appearances down here tonight, but he has 20 2/3 innings pitched on the season. Is 1-2 with a 6.10 ERA. So Wall's going to try to keep the Fredericton bats at bay again. The Ironmen have 2 victories over the Royals in recent memory. A 5-2 come-from-behind victory and a 9-6 come-from-behind victory on Tuesday. Or, sorry, that was 10-9. It's been a long week of baseball, folks. A 10-9 victory on Tuesday when Chris Keating hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 7th. So Adam Esty is going to lead it off here. Esty on the season hitting .393, leads in New Brunswick Senior Baseball League with 6 home runs. Also has 3 doubles in there. Just a quick pause out in center field here as they had a extra baseball out there. So here we go, first pitch here from Walls. And it's just outside for ball 1. Umpires for tonight's game, Jason Dunnett calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Down the third baseline is Miles Brito. Down the first baseline, Dave Morrison. So quickly 1-0 here. And Walls has a curveball in there for strike 1. So again, battle for second place here. If an Ironman win tonight would, in terms of games behind, tie with the Royals, and I do believe they would be technically second based on winning percentage, as the Ironmen will have played less games. Again, the Ironmen still with the holding the fate in their hands, as they have 4 games in hand over the Royals coming in tonight. Royals and Islanders. Royals are actually going to take the games played lead tonight as they're playing their 22nd game. The Islanders are playing tonight, or did play earlier today, but I don't think the score has been posted. We're going to have a look on the website here and see. It has not. That's outside for a ball, so that runs it to 2-2. The Islanders did play the Alpines at 1 p.m. this afternoon, but no score posted on the website. We'll see if we can get that for you. And that ball is popped up into left field. Jake Cook in underneath it. And that'll be F7 to start the ball game. So that's going to be F7 to start the ball game here, and the first out is recorded. Islanders won 6-1 according to the chat. So the Islanders now up to 14-8. So they have a 1.5 lead over the Royals and 2.5 game lead over the Ironmen at the beginning of this game. So Oliver's going to bat here. Oliver hitting .367 on the season, has a home run and a double amongst his 22 hits. And that ball is popped up into center field. Ori Cook manning center field tonight and makes the play. So 2 fly ball outs here to start the game. We do have I'm going to call it a pretty healthy breeze coming in here at the start of the ball game. It is a scorcher here in Miramichi, 30 degrees Celsius at first pitch tonight. It has been a hot day here today, but as you can see, and from the flag just to the left of dead center field, the wind is blowing in and a little bit in from right field. So, and that is high for a ball as Walls went to the curveball there. So we got McDonald here, who has 5 home runs on the season, hitting .375. Has a couple doubles in there as well. He's 15 for 40 overall. And that is on the outside part of the plate for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Just before the game tonight, of course, we had the Jody McDonald Honor Roll induction. We did catch that live, so if you're joining us a bit late and you missed that, you can go back to the beginning of the stream later on and watch it. And that's fouled away for strike 2. Again, big thanks to the Elitecast media guys who were responsible for bringing you the sights and sounds of the game. We came up with a game plan and were able to bring you the honor roll ceremony before the game. So congratulations to Jody McDonald and his family. Again, Jody, a key part of the Ironmen's first men's national baseball championship in 1995. Also, we had the Miramichi female twins honored tonight as well here before the game as the Ironmen continue to honor local baseball teams all throughout the season. And that's going to be stung into center field, and that's going to be a 2-out base hit. So McDonald goes down and gets that curveball and lines it into center field for a single. So the Royals are going to be cooking here with 2 out. So that's going to bring Matt Munn up here. Munn hitting .231 on the season, 9 for 39. Has 1 extra base hit. It's a double. He's going to bat here with 2 out and a runner on the top of the first inning. And that is outside for a ball. They're going to check down to first. First base umpire Dave Morrison says he didn't go. So a good check swing there from Munn for ball 1. So again, a relatively hot evening, but a little bit of a breeze, keeping it somewhat tolerable. And the runner is going to go, and he's going to be out at second. McDonald took off running there, trying to guess the move, and Walls had not done anything. He's able to step off and turn and fire to second, so a bit of a base running blunder there is a little too aggressive, and that's going to end the top of the first inning. So no damage across. We're going to the bottom of the first here. On a Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball, we got no score. And the Ironmen coming up here, we're going to go through their lineup tonight. Leading off is the right fielder, Mike McKay. Chris Keating, the shortstop, batting second. Dylan Lester doing the designated hitting duties tonight, batting third. Jeff Walken is out at third base tonight, batting fourth. Nick Leggett batting sixth, fifth, for those of us who can count, and playing first base. Jay Cook, the left fielder, batting sixth. Tyler McKay is doing the catch duties tonight, batting seventh as he checks back in after a 2-game suspension. Charlie Mollison, the second baseman, is batting eighth, and Ori Cook, the center fielder, batting ninth. And they are going to be taking on Nathan Van Putten here, who's going to be making the start tonight. 36 and a third innings for Van Putten on the season, a 2-2 record, 4.62 ERA. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to pull the quick little look on the website up here. If I'm not mistaken, switch to pitching. Again, not user-friendly. How do I show more? There it is. We're doing it live here, folks. Don't mind me. To try to get to... There we are. So Van Putten tonight comes in second in the New Brunswick Senior Baseball League with 41 strikeouts. Behind Dylan Lester is 43. So chance for Van Putten to take the lead back. Lester threw a complete game here in the first game of the double dip against St. John. Again, the Ironmen won that first game 9-6, won the second game 1-0. So they were able to get through 14 innings of baseball with 2 pitchers. Lester goes the distance in game 1. Zach Newman with the distance in game 2. Mike McKay is going to lead it off here now for the Ironmen. 346 average on the season for McKay as he comes in. Home run. Has 3 doubles as well. He's 18 for 52. It'll be McKay, Keating, and Lester here in the first. And a big swing from McKay there for strike 1. Defensive alignment for the Royals here tonight. Left to right in the outfield, it's Matt Munn, Thomas Hoyt, And Josh McDonald, left to right in the infield. Estes at third, Oliver at short. Sullivan's at second, and that hits him. And Wilson over at first. And O'Hara behind the plate. McKay thought that one was inside, thought that one hit him. Home plate umpire Jason Dunnett says, back to the dish. And that's outside for a ball. Van Putten didn't like that call, I don't think, as he kind of looks away. I'm trying to find it here. 2-1 to McKay now. And that is down for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to the Ironman leadoff hitter. And that is fouled away. So that's going to run it to a full count now. So again, wonky Ironman schedule. We've had a Tuesday night game this week, a doubleheader on Friday, and a Sunday night game. All unusual game times for the Ironman. And that is bounded out to short. McKay with the hard run. Oliver's going to have a tough play, but he makes it. Gets McKay by a step. So a nifty little play there on the speedy McKay, and that's out number 1. Yeah, so all irregular. Tuesday night's not a regular Ironman night. Obviously, doubleheader Friday is just not normal for anybody. And Sunday night, 1 game. Again, this is a makeup game from, should have been Sunday night, a month ago, a few weeks ago. It all runs together now, folks. But pretty decent crowd here as it is honor roll night. So good crowd here in attendance. So that's going to bring up Chris Keating. That's outside for ball 1. Chris Keating hitting .386 on the season, leads the Ironman with 4 home runs, has 3 doubles, 22 for 57. Last time he faced Nathan Van Putten, he hit one up over the Dairy Queen sign out in right center field to end the ball game here Tuesday night in walk-off fashion. And here now they will face each other again 5 days later. And that's in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-0 here to Captain Keats. Having a great first season back with the squad. And that's in the dirt for ball 3. Of course, Keats gets the captain moniker as captain of the Miramichi Northmen here, senior team in the Beausejour Senior Hockey League. And that's down for ball 4. So Keating takes a 4-pitch walk, and the Ironmen have a runner on here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning, and that's going to bring up Dylan Lester. Lester leads the Ironmen with a .443 batting average coming into tonight. Is 27 for 61. 4 doubles and a home run on his record. I'm going to look to get it going here as the Ironmen have a runner at first, 1 out. We'll see how quickly it is here before Keats tries to get himself into scoring position. And a throw over to first. And so here, after a throw over, Van Putten's back in, got the sign. He throws over again. I'll tell you what, I seen it on both. Van Putten has a little funky pivot with his, you guys probably can't see it on the camera at home, but he has a little funky pivot with that front foot before he throws over to first. And a good move there, so. First pitch to Lester is a ball. There goes Keats. That's in there for a strike, and Keats is down to second safely. So stolen base there for Keating, and he's in scoring position. Again, a decent throw from O'Hara there, but it was up the shortstop side. Sullivan tried valiantly to grab a hold of it and swipe the tag, but unable to. So 1-1's the count here to Lester with 1 out. And that's a curveball in there for strike 2. Busy week ahead for the Royals as they play Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. As the dog days of summer are here in the New Brunswick Senior Baseball League. Here comes the 1-2 to Lester, and that's inside for a ball. So that'll run it to 2-2 now. The Ironmen will take a trip to Royals Field for Wednesday night, 7:30 start at Royals Field. Thursday, the Royals will travel to St. John to take on the Alpines, and then Friday night, Moncton will be in Fredericton. And that's in there for strike 3. Lester doesn't like the call. But it is a backwards strikeout here for out number 2. I think Lester might have thought that was down. We're also hearing rumors of a potential makeup game this week between the Ironmen and the Mets. The game that was supposed to be this past Thursday, but nothing confirmed on that front yet. Keep it locked to the Ironman Facebook page for more information if that becomes official. So Jeff Watkins going to step in here now with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. And that is a, excuse me, little check swing into right field, and that's going to be a tough play, and it's not going to be made. And Sullivan is hurt. Sullivan appears they're going to call time here, and yeah, Sullivan definitely did not come up good there. So Watkin with an excuse me check swing single. It is 1-0 Ironman, but the concern right now is on Royals second baseman Shane Sullivan. He went back. He was inches away from making a heck of a play there as he was running back, dove over his shoulder to try to make the play. And I'm not sure. It appears he's having, I would say it's his wrist. So I'm not sure maybe if he caught the ball off a weird spot or when he hit the ground, but he came up in pain in a hurry. And immediately the right fielder, McDonald, was calling for the trainer. So we'll see here what the situation is. So a RBI single for Watkin on the play. The Ironmen have taken a 1-0 lead. So a bit of a crowd out there as Royals coaches Derek Wilson and Kirk Cornell out having a check on Sullivan. Again, that would have been an unreal play. He had to run a long way on that one. Again, that was a little check swing from Watkin that just was tailing away from him and in front of the right fielder McDonald. And he ran a long way and almost came up with that ball. So we will see, and it looks like Sullivan is coming off the field here. And definitely favoring his left wrist, as he has his left wrist kind of. Well, actually, he looks like is he going to stay in the game here? He's going to stay in the game here. Again, he was coming back in really favoring that wrist. But he's going to stay in the game. Wow. Just based on the initial reaction and the reaction of the right fielder, I thought for sure he maybe had broken something. But Sullivan's going to stay in the game here. So it's 1-0 Ironman. Nick Leggett's going to bat here with 2 out now and a runner at first. Leggett hitting .271 on the season, 13 for 48, all singles. And that hits him. So he's going to wear that one for ball 1. So there's the hit by pitch. So that's going to put 2 on now for Jake Cook. Cook hitting .238 on the season with a home run. He's 10 for 42, has 11 runs scored. Half of his hits are for extra bases, 5 singles, 4 doubles, and a home run. Love something in the gap here. Royals playing him a little bit to opposite field. And that's hard hit back up the middle. Van Putten's going to make the play and run it over and make the toss to first. So that's going to end it here for the Ironmen first. But the Ironmen get 1, an RBI single by Jeff Watkin. And after 1 inning here, it is your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals no score on this Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. So we're going to go to the top of the second here. Matt Munn is going to get a fresh at bat here after McDonald was picked off to end the first inning. So he's going to lead off the top of the second here to face Jamie Walls. And first pitch is hit hard to left field. That is back. That's going to be a long run for Jake Cook. And he makes the play. Jake Cook with a long run and an over-the-shoulder grab here to start the second inning. A great nifty little play there. So that's the first out here of the second inning. Again, Munn gave that one a ride. But Cook able to get a good jump on it. Make a nice back over-the-shoulder catch there. I'll tell you what, one of the staples of this four-game run for the Ironmen has been their defense has been good. And that's on the outside part of the plate for strike one as Sullivan's going to bat here now. Here comes the 0-1. That is a bounder. Going to be a tough play for Watkin there, but he makes it look routine. Nice little charging 5-3 there for out number 2. But yeah, over these last 4 games, the Ironman defense, again, they've had the odd miscue here and there, but overall, their outfield defense has been very good, running down balls. Nick Leggett has been an absolute unit over at first base. A couple of amazing plays here against St. John the other night. That line drive off of Matt Beach's bat that he caught almost behind him, and then that huge diving play later in the game that would have resulted in a run to score, but instead ended up in being the end of the inning. And there's strike one to O'Hara, doing the catching duties tonight. O'Hara comes in here with a .216 average, looking to heat up a little bit in the latter half of the season for the Royals. Pitched a heck of a ball game here last Tuesday night. Came away with an unfortunate no decision, but pitched a great game here. Really held the Ironmen at bay. The Cardiac kids, the Ironmen here with over their last 4 wins, 3 of them have been come from behind in the last 3 innings. Again, the couple Thursdays, or I guess it's technically still last Thursday. Last Thursday, the Royals were here. They came back from down 2-0. They came back from down 7-0 on Tuesday night. And that's outside corner for strike 3. So the Royals go in order here. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Ironmen. 1.5 innings in the books. It is your Chatham Miramichi Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals, no score. So we go to the bottom of the second inning here. The Ironmen currently with the 1-0 lead. They scored a run in the bottom of the first inning on a Jeff Watkin check swing single into right field that allowed Chris Keening to score. They'll be back at it against Van Putten here in the bottom of the second, as it'll be Tyler McKay to lead it off, doing the catch duties tonight. Again, back fresh off of his 2-game suspension that he served on Friday night's doubleheader against the Alpines. McKay hitting 4 for 22 on the season. Does have a home run. So here we go here now. Bottom of the second inning. 7-8-9 for the Ironmen. And that is a ball in under the hands, and it's going to be into left field, and Munn's going to make the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out as McKay flies out to left field. So that'll bring up Charlie Mollison. Mollison scored the only run in the second game of Friday night's doubleheader as he singled, stole second, then advanced to third on a Tyrell Hebert groundout, and then scored on a Mike McKay sac fly. That was all Zach Newman needed as he went the distance, allowed 4 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts in shutting out the Alpines. Strike 1 to Mollison here, so Van Putten with the 0-1. That's, whoa, just a bit outside on that one. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1's the count here, 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch, and that's inside. So Van Putten misses one 2 feet outside and misses that one 1.5 feet inside. So trying to get back into that middle zone here. That ball's in the dirt. So that'll run it to 3-1 now. And that's ball 4. So Mollison will work a walk here. And the Ironmen have another runner on with 1 out in the inning. Had a 1 out runner in the first, 1 out runner in the second. Again, Van Putten, 41 strikeouts, but also has 27 walks. So he has the good enough stuff to get it past you, but also has proven to be a bit wild at times. So Ori Cook's going to bat here now. Ori Cook made an appearance in the second game here of the doubleheader. Got a couple of at-bats in there. Grounded out to second base. He's going to bat here with 1 out and 1 on. Van Putten falls behind 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. So top of the order looming here for the Ironmen. Again, beautiful Sunday night here. Temperature holding steady at 30 degrees Celsius as we hit the latter half of the 7 o'clock hour. Long look over to first from Van Putten here and a throw over. Keeping Mollison honest over there. Again, Ironman, lots of speed in this lineup. Mike McKay, Chris Keating, Mollison, Ori Cook, all a threat to steal bases. And there's a swing and a miss from Ori at a curveball. So that moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Mollison over at first. And that's in the dirt, and they're going to say he did go. And Ori Cook's going to be out on strikes. Second strikeout for Van Putten, so that'll tie him back with Lester now for the league lead. And he'll turn it back over to the top of the Ironman order here with 2 out in the bottom of the second inning as Mike McKay steps in. Charlie Mollison, the runner over at first base. Mike grounded out to short to lead off the ball game. On a slightly controversial at bat where he thought he was hit. Mollison going there. McKay turns around and he's out at second base. Mollison doesn't like the call there. And we're going to have a little bit of words here. Charlie doesn't like the call at all on that one. So either way, it is a caught stealing to end the inning, despite the protests. So that's going to do it. 2 innings in the books here. Everyone return to their corners. The score of the ball game is your Chatham Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals, no score. Of course, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here without the wonderful support of our sponsor, O'Donaghues Irish Pub. On Ironman game nights all summer long, come on down and enjoy $2 off a 20-ounce pint of Molson Canadian or Coors Draft. Open till midnight most nights. O'Donaghues, welcome to your pub. Go on down, check them out. Would be a beautiful day to be outside with a nice cold beer on the patio, maybe a feed of fish and chips. O'Donaghues, mouth-watering here on the stream. We thank you for your continued support. So we go to the top of the third inning here, as I'm still having dreams of ice-cold beer and fish and chips. 7-8-9 coming up here for the Royals. It is Van Puten's going to lead it off here. Van Puten on the season hitting .286, does have a home run and a double. 14 hits, and that one is hit high in the air to center field. That one is a mile in the air, or he's underneath it, and he makes the play for out number one. Oh. Not sure. Stream. We're looking at the stream quality data here. Haven't missed a beat, so I would say if you're experiencing some glitching, maybe refresh the stream, because like I said, we're looking at the data that Facebook provides here, and everything's looking just perfect. That one's strike one in there to Thomas Hoyt. Hoyt on the season hitting .281, has a trio of doubles and a triple. And you know there's no way Bearcat would let us use his data. He guards that like it's Fort Knox. If I asked him to set up a data hotspot, it might be the last time he'd ever speak to me. So 1-1 here. That's a foul tip into the glove for strike two. So I'll tell you what, Wall's looking real good. Again, he started here in we go back through the book here. He started and that's a fly ball in the left field as I go into my book. Jake's underneath it, and he makes the play for out number two. So he started here last Tuesday, had a rough go in the first inning as he had 4 walks and 2 hit batters. As the Royals got out to a big lead. They were up 7-0 after 2. But he has looked locked in here so far tonight. So there's a big swing from Jackson Wilson at strike one. Wilson on the season hitting .190, just below the Mendoza line. 8 for 42. Has 8 hits, one of them a double. Playing one bag for the Royals tonight. That's high and away for a ball. And we're going to have time here. I think that might be something wrong with Jamie Walls here as Terry Leggett informs home plate umpire Jason Dunnett that he wants to take a look at the pitcher for health reasons. So it might be something to that. Again, Walls did end up figuring it out. He gave up those 7 runs in the first 2 innings, but nothing after that kept them in the game. And, of course, all that really mattered in the end was that the Ironmen won. So whatever Terry Leggett heard from pitcher Jamie Walls, he's going to call it good here. Back to the dugout he goes. Again, maybe just a little uncomfortable there. Maybe a little something tingy. So the count is, I believe, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled back. Either way, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. I think they had the wrong score up on the main scoreboard here in the park. But either way, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 2 out. Wall's trying to get through the first 3 innings here, facing the minimum. And that is right there for strike 3. So another strikeout. Here's second of the game for Walls. And he has faced the minimum here through 3. So 2.5 innings in the books. It is your Chatham Ironmen Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals, no score. So we go to the second inning here. So after the caught stealing, or the bottom of the third inning, sorry, after the caught stealing, it'll be Mike McKay getting a fresh at bat here. Mawson got caught stealing to end the bottom of the second, didn't like the call. That ball is fouled away for strike 1. So foul ball here. It sends the fans ducking. And that ball is inside for a ball. And some let's say, disapproval from the Royals. That ball is hit hard to third. SD blocks it up with it and a strong throw to get him. So a nice little 5-3 there. Is SD able to stick with it for the first out here at the bottom of the third. So now we'll see if Van Putten wants anything to do with Chris Keating this time around. Walked him on 4 pitches his first time up. Keating stole second and then scored on Jeff Watkins' blooper into right field. And that ball is hit hard. Wilson up with it, and he's going to make the play. So a couple of quick outs here for the Royals in the second. Third. My geez, why can't I remember that it's the third inning? So 3 unassisted on that one for those of you scoring at home. That'll bring up Dylan Lester. Struck out backwards his first time on a pitch he thought was a bit down, but will hit a chance here to redeem himself with 2 out in the bottom of the third inning. And there's a big swing for strike 1. So 0-1 now as Van Putten has settled in nicely here. And that is looped into center field. That's going to be a long run for the center field. I don't know if it's going to fall right in between them. So Lester with a little floater into right center, and that'll be a 2-out single. So that'll bring it's been a long week. And to think we were saved by the fact that Thursday night's game was rained out. But I have spent an ungodly amount of time at the ball field this week. Tuesday night I was here. Wednesday night I was at Memorial Field in Newcastle for the Cardinals-Tigers game. I was here here Friday night for doubleheader. Now here again today. No place I'd rather be. And that's high and tight for ball one. Watkin again with a RBI single on a little blooper into right field. Bats here with 2 out and Lester over at first base. Bottom of the third inning. There's a big cut from Watkin. And again, I think looking at the schedule, we'll be at the ball field 2, maybe 4 more times this week. We'll see. Yowie wowie. I'll be missing some games coming up here when I head away on vacation. So, and that's down for a ball. Yes, the Ironmen have some games coming up that I will be away for. There is a doubleheader next weekend. I believe the Islanders are in town. I'll be away for that. And also the following Thursday night game. So 2-1, here's the count to Watkin. That's a mighty hack. Swings right through it there. So 2-2 now. 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Lester's over at first after a 2-out single. The Ironmen lead 1-0. Ironmen have a couple hits. The two guys you see on your screen right now, Watkin and Lester, got them. The Royals have a single so far. And that is high and tight for ball 3. So Lester's going to get a jump start over there. One hit for the Royals was from Josh McDonald, and then he was picked off as he tried to gamble on a first move and lost. So full count, 2 out here. Lester going, and Watkin fouls that away. So we're going to do it again. And we do have some defensive changes here, as I'm just noticing that. Let's see what we can get here. We'll have to get the lineups out because the numbers on the program are a little cut off tonight. But we'll bring you those defensive changes here in a minute. And that's ball 4. Oh. And we don't have friendly combos out there. I think Van Putten thought it was strike 3, but Watkin is awarded the free pass. Let's see. We're going to try to get some numbers here on who might have moved around. So it looks like Josh McDonald. Oh, it looks like, okay, looks like Josh McDonald has come in from second base, or from right field to play second, and that Sullivan has gone out to right field. Again, very short bench here tonight for the Royals, so Sullivan probably out to right field to try to protect his hand. And that is a hard hit ball, and Estes going to come up with it, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing across for the Ironmen despite getting a couple of base runners. So 3 complete innings in the books here. It is your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals no score on this special Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. And then we go to the top of the 4th inning here. Ironmen hanging on to a 1-0 lead. The only run of the ball game scored in the bottom of the first inning. Chris Keating took a 4-pitch walk, stole second, and scored on a Jeff Watkin check swing into right field. That second baseman for the Royals, Shane Sullivan, almost made a heck of a play on. Came up quite hurt, but has stayed in the game. Again, has been moved out to right field. Top of the order up here for the Royals, so it's going to be Esty, who flew out to left field his first time. He'll be followed by Oliver and McDonald here in the fourth. And that is hit high and deep to right field. Back. McKay on the track. McKay at the wall, and he makes the play. Just in front of the warning track out there for out number one. And again, as we mentioned earlier in the game, as you can see from the Canada flag out in center field, the breeze is blowing pretty steadily in. I'd say probably 15.5 kilometer an hour wind here at the moment in off the right field side. So definitely, as Esty got way under that one, I think it's easy to say the wind kept that one in the park. Oliver first pitch swing, and that one is to right. So a couple of F9s to start the inning here. And very quickly, the Royals have 2 out. So that'll bring up Josh McDonald. Again, McDonald singled and then was picked off back in the first inning. 2 out here in the top of the fourth. And again, a pretty good crowd here on Sunday night at Ironman Field. And that is outside for ball one again. A lot of fans in attendance here for Jody McDonald's induction into the Ironman Honor Roll down the left field line. Congratulations to Jody and his family and loved ones who were all here. A lot of Ironman alumni in attendance tonight as well. And there's a swing and a miss by McDonald and a backdoor curveball to even the count at 1-1. Always love the Honor Roll. And again, if you missed the Honor Roll ceremony, we have it back at the beginning of the live stream, so we'll probably cut that out and get that posted on our Facebook and YouTube socials here, probably in the morning for your personal enjoyment. And that is fouled away. It keeps the count at runs the count to 1-2 here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Apparently, people out there in Streamland not a big fan of my weather prognostication. Just going on my gut feel here. Here comes the 1-2. That's fouled back again. So McDonald wasting a couple here. According to Google, 21 kilometer an hour winds coming in off the southwest. Temperature remaining a sizzling 29 degrees here. Environment Canada with the heat warning in effect. The only thing hot right now are the pitchers. Van Putten and Jamie Walls locked in the battle here. 1 ball, 2 strikes coming again. And there is an excuse me down the line, and that is a foul ball just outside the line. So 1-2 it will remain. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, it stays. 2 out, top of the fourth inning. We've already seen a 1-0 game here Friday night, a 1-0 game the Royals were involved in Moncton just last night. And that's outside for a ball. Will we see a third straight day of 1-0s? Both the Ironmen and the Royals have been on the right side of their 1-0s. In the last 2 days, respectively. So 2-2 the count here. Here comes again. And that ball is hit high into left field. That's going to be Ori and Jake are back and not able to make the play. So that ball gets down. Again, that ball was sailing. It was a long run. Not sure how well the communication was out there, but either way, that lands on the track short of the wall. We'll see what the scorers give her downstairs. They give it a hit, which I think is... It's a hit. So second hit of the ball game for the Royals. Second hit of the game for Josh McDonald. And the Ironmen now facing a little bit of adversity for the first time as the Royals have their first runner of the game in scoring position with 2 out here in the top of the fourth. It'll be Matt Munn. Munn flew out to left field back in the second inning. Quick little visit to the mound there from Tyler McKay, just making sure I think that they're locked in on the signs. That ball is hit hard down the line, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to tie the ball game. A single to left field by Matt Munn, and we have a 1-1 game. So again, the failure to come up with that ball in the outfield comes back to hurt the Ironmen as it's now 1-1. And as it was scored a hit, that will be an RBI for Matt Munn. So the inning will continue here now as Sullivan will hit, and we will see how eager he is to swing the bat here after that wrist, potentially forearm injury. We're not sure exactly. And he's trying to bunt, and that was foul. I don't think he wants any part of swinging the bat here. Again, he's been favoring that left wrist forearm area ever since that play. Again, he squares the bunt there. He's been moved out to right field. You can see he's even having a hard time waggling the bat. I think he's going to be bunting here again, would be my guess. And he is, and it's fouled away. And again, he doesn't want to be at the plate. I don't think at this point, I know you have a short bench, but just sub him out of the game. You know, it's silly to me if you have to tuck him into right field to hide him, and he's just up there trying to bunt. Again, we'll see if he's swinging here 0-2, but at what point are you risking potential further injury here? Again, not a bunting situation with 2 out and a runner at first. And he swings there, just a little 3/4 swing, and that's going to be into center. So gutsy anyway, but you can see he comes up favoring his wrist afterwards. Somebody's got to intervene here. And so that's going to end the inning, and some not nice things being said here towards Sullivan's direction. But either way, halfway home here at Ironman Field, the Royals have put one on the board. So we have a tie ball game, 1-1, as we go to the bottom of the fourth. So a little testy at the end of that last inning there. But either way, we move to the bottom of the fourth now, and it's going to be Jake Cook leading it off here as we have a 1-1 ball game as the Royals claw one back on a Matt Munn RBI single. So Jake grounded out back to the pitchers first time. And that's in there for strike one. So it'll be Cook, Tyler McKay, Charlie Mawson here, 7-8-9 or 6-7-8 for the Ironman here. I just need to stop saying numbers after this week I've had. And that's there for strike two, and Cook doesn't like that one. That one looked up and away. So again, some testy comments from the Ironman. I think they took issue with Sullivan's bunt attempts there in that situation, but not sure what else he could do. Again, if the comment to him back was, I'm hurt. Well, if you're hurt and you can't swing the bat, why are you in the ball game? It's a question that only the Fredericton Royals decision makers can answer at this point. So 0-2 is the count here to Cook. And that is a grounder to third. Esty with a nice little play up with it. And a throw across the diamond. So that'll be 5-3 to start the inning here. And it'll bring up Tyler McKay, who flew out to left field his last time. Royals to this point in the ballgame, 1 run on 3 hits. And Ironmen have 1 run on 2 hits. No errors on either side. And that's a curveball in there for strike one. That's right. There have been a lot of hotly contested ball games here. Again, we're getting into that point of the season. These games are very meaningful for all of these teams. That ball's in the dirt for ball one. Lots up for grabs here in the New Brunswick Senior Baseball League again. Only 2 games coming into play today, separating the top 4 teams, all of which have winning records. That's outside for a ball. Again, 4 of the 5 teams with winning records coming into tonight's or this afternoon's action. That's not including. Well, I guess that would remain the same if the Islanders picking up a win over on the Island against St. John earlier, and that's inside for a ball. Still no scores posted from earlier, so see if we can get an update from Moncton. That's a hard hit ball right to third, and a nifty little play made over there by Esty. So a line out there from Tyler McKay. So that'll be 2 out now and bring up Charlie Mawson. We do it all here. Let's see. Twitter machine on the go. Charlie walked his first time up and then was caught stealing in a disputed play out at second base. And that's ball one. And that's in there for a strike. Runs the count to 1-1. And that's in the dirt for a ball. So that runs the count now to 2-1. In play, maybe? No. So here comes the 2-2 now. And that's fouled off at the plate. It's going to catch a little piece of a few different people. So a little decent battle brewing here. 2 out in the bottom of the 4th inning between Van Putten and Mawson. So 2-2, 2 out here. We're in about inning in. That's in the dirt, so that's going to run it full now. And that's a bounder up the middle. And McDonald's going to make that play, and a nice one. So he waits for the big hop. So 4-3 to end it. So the Ironmen go in order here in the fourth. 4 innings in the books. And we got another tight one. Don't change that channel, as it is a 1-1 ball game here on a special Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do this all without the sights and sounds brought to you by Elitecast Media. Thank you guys for being here. And we've spent way too much time together in this booth this week. I think we're all looking forward to a few days off from each other. So you guys deserve a medal. We'll be back here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. So we go to the top of the 5th inning here. A little recap of the game so far. The Ironmen get out to a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st inning as Jeff Watkin dumped an excuse-me check swing single into right field that landed in between the second baseman and the right fielder. Shane Sullivan appeared to be hurt pretty badly on the play, but up until this point has stayed in the game, although he has moved out to right field. And again, last time up, a couple of bunt attempts and then a half-hearted swing. And then the Royals got one here in the top of the 4th as Josh McDonald, who was credited with a double, a high fly ball out to left field that Jake and Ori Cook unable to come up with, and then scored on a Matt Munn single. And here we are. 1-1 top of the 5th. First pitch to Zach O'Hara is a ball. And that's ball 2. O'Hara struck out looking his first time. And there's ball 3. So O'Hara quickly up 3-0 here to start the top of the 5th. Again, we're getting into the late stages of another close game. We've had a 5-2, and we've had a couple of 3-run games, but they were both very tight late games. And there's ball 4. So O'Hara takes a 4-pitch walk here to start the 5th. And that's going to get a time call from catcher Tyler McKay, who's going to go out here and just have a say with his starter, Jamie Wallace. Again, every game here seems to be close late. 2 comebacks, 3 comebacks from the Ironmen against the Royals twice and against St. John, and then a 1-0 game here Friday night. So the action here at Ironman Field is right to the very end. Not looking like it's going to be any different here tonight as we're in a 1-1 ball game here in the 5th inning. So Van Putten's going to come up here. He flew out to center his first time, looking to help himself out here. Has pitched pretty well on the mound, has scattered a couple of hits across 4 innings. That's a curveball in there for strike 1, so Wallace quickly resets after the 4-pitch walk. And again, Van Putten has retired the last 4 straight. So a chance to help himself out here as the leadoff man is on with a walk. And that ball is hit hard towards short. Keating is going to get up with it. He's going to go to second for 1, and still the quick toss by Molson, but he will not get Van Putten at first. So O'Hara is eliminated on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Van Putten will reach. So 1 out, and O'Hara and Van Putten going to trade places now. So Thomas Hoyt will bat with 1 out and 1 on. Flew out to left field his first time. So again, Keating had to wait for the big hop there. Able to get it to Molson in lots of time. Molson with a valiant effort to try to turn that, but Van Putten got down the baseline fast enough to beat it out. Now the ball's lined back up the middle. What a play by Molson. He gets it to second for one on to first. He's safe. Put a star next to that one, ladies and gentlemen. That ball was a screamer back up through the box. Jamie Walls got just a piece of it on the way by, and a heck of a diving play there from Molson. So he's able to make the flip to second. So Van Putten's eliminated on the 4-6 fielder's choice. And Hoyt will take over at first. Again, that is a huge play. If that gets through, you're looking at first and second with one out, possibly first and third. And instead, now you have a runner at first and two out, and the number 9 hitter at the plate. Hoyt going on the first pitch, and that ball is foul. So a heck of a play out there from Charlie Molson. Again, I'll tell you what, that is an unfortunate sequence of events right there. Jackson Wilson fouled that one back. Tyler McKay unable to come up with the foul tip. I think if he does, Thomas Hoyt has that one stolen easily. So 0-1 is the count here now after the foul tip. We'll see if Hoyt's going again here. He is not. And that is a curveball. Just misses the back door there. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Wilson struck out looking his first time. And again, if he could reach here, you have the dangerous top of the order for the Royals with Esty and Oliver lurking. So huge at bat here for Jamie Walls to get out of this inning and start fresh with the top of the order. And that ball is popped up in the infield. McKay is back, and he makes the play. So a nice little play there by Tyler McKay. A great defensive inning by the Ironmen. And that one will be a P2 to end it. So 4.5 innings in the books. The Ironmen are going to be sending 9-1-2 to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. The score remains your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen 1 and the Fredericton Royals 1 on O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. 1-1 ball game. It's going to be Ori Cook to lead it up, and then the top of the order for the Ironmen. Everything status quo here. Ori struck out his first time, one of 2 Van Putten strikeout victims up until this point. So the Ironmen trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th. And that is hit into center field. But Hoyt camped under it and makes the play. So that is a F8 to start here as Ori is retired. So that'll bring up Mike McKay. McKay is over 2 in the ball game. Couple of ground outs to shortstop and third base in his 2 plate appearances. He's going to bat here with 1 out. And that's a curveball on the inside part of the plate for a strike. Again, a pretty tidy game here. 1-1 the bottom of the fifth. We're an hour and 10 minutes here into the ball game. And that's inside. A little too far inside as he goes back to that same inside curveball. A little further inside that time. There's a mighty hack from McKay. Swings right through it here. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the fifth inning. Again, Van Putten and Walls have been dynamite. And that is a banner to third. Esty able to come up with it. And a strong throw, and he got him. Again, Esty having a dandy little game over there at third. So that is the third ground out of the game for Mike McKay, and out number 2 here in the bottom of the fifth. So that'll bring up Chris Keating now. Keats has scored the only run for the Ironmen so far. He walked on 4 pitches in the first, stole second, and scored on a Jeff Watkins single. Grounded out to first his last time. Bats with 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth. And that's on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And that's inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Here comes the 1-1. That ball is swung at by Keating. A little backdoor slider there from Van Putten. Keating fouls it back. So that runs it to 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here, bottom of the fifth. 1-1 ball game. Another tight one down the stretch here at Ironman Field. And that is high and away for a ball. And no, that is not a repeat. So 2-2 now. That ball is hit hard to second. McDonald up with it, and he'll make the play. So the Ironmen go in order again. Van Putten has now retired 7 straight. 5 complete innings in the books. And it is your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironmen 1. The Fredericton Royals 1. We'd like to thank our sponsor, O'Donaghues Irish Pub. Thursday nights are wing nights at O'Donaghues Irish Pub. 8 wings done to perfection for $9.50 with your choice of sauce. Enjoy your wings with a Molson Canadian or Coors for $2 off on Ironman game nights. Located in the heart of downtown Chatham in the historic Williston House, O'Donaghues. Welcome to your pub. And as always, we'd like to thank O'Donaghues for sponsoring the live stream. So top of the 6th inning here. It's going to be the top of the order up here for the Royals. It is SD, Oliver, and McDonald for their 3rd time through against Jamie Walls. So a couple innings to go here. Lots to be decided. 1-1 ball game. The Royals with 1 run on 3 hits. The Ironmen 1 run on 2 hits. So we'll see who cracks first here. Esty's going to step in. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out to left field and right field. I'm sure the Ironmen would love a fly out to center field to complete the trifecta here to start this inning. He fouls that one off at the plate. So Walls ahead here 0-1. So he goes curveball on the first pitch. So we reset here, 0-1's the count, leading off the 6th inning. And that is hit high and deep to right, but well foul. And out into the parking lot area here. The way my week has gone, probably just missed the back windshield of my truck. Oh, no, I see where it landed out there. We're good. We're safe. All right, 0-2. Wall's quickly ahead here. And looks for the put away. Esty able to check that one as he was thinking about taking a rip at that high fastball. Here comes the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. And that is hit high in the air to left. Now that is a long run here from a lot of players, and that is called foul. And we're gonna have a conversation here. Again, so that ball was, I don't want to say it was into no man's land. Jay Cook had a chance to come down with it, as him and Chris Keating both with a long run. Miles Brito takes a pause and calls it foul. Again, I couldn't see where the ball landed myself because of the conglomeration of people within the way, and also I'm 250 feet away from it. But Miles with the emphatic foul call, and just a bit of a question there from third base coach Kurt Cornell, and things are going to reset here. So the count remains 1-ball, 2 strikes. I think maybe he was asking if Jake got a glove on the ball. But again, that would not have mattered, I suppose, if the ball was in foul territory. The result would have been the same. And that is high, so that'll move it to 2-2 now. So again, emotions running high here tonight. Once again, another tight ball game between a couple of teams battling for wins in the standings. And that is fouled almost into the Ironman dugout. Again, goal number 1 for these 4 teams, the Islanders, the Ironmen, the Alpine, or the Royals, and the Mets, are trying to avoid that 4th spot in the standings and avoid that 4-5 series. Again, there's a lot to be concluded, but it looks like it'll most likely be against the St. John Alpines. And that is right there for strike 3. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Adam Esty got away with one there because he drew the line with his right foot, but home plate umpire Jason Dunnett was into his strike call, because if Jason Dunnett would have seen that, Adam Esty would be watching the rest of the game from the stands. I'm sure you folks were able to pick that up on the broadcast, but again, he drew the line on the inside of the plate with his right foot. He should consider himself lucky that Jason didn't see that. That ball is hit to third. Watkin up with it on a hop. Strong throw across the diamond, and that's 2 out now. Again, that is widely considered a no-no in the umpire's world. So McDonald's going to bat here. He's got 2 of the 3 Royals hits in the game. A single and a double. Has scored their only run as well. Singled in the first, doubled in the fourth, scored in the fourth, picked off in the first. And that is in there for a strike. And now the Royals dugout just all over home plate umpire Jason Dunnett right now. And again, you have to think, if you're the Royals, if you're unable to take a guy with an injured wrist out of the game because of your short bench, the last thing you need is an ejection. So again, that's why I pointed out how lucky Adam Esty should consider himself after that one. But Royals getting a little more vocal here in this inning with the strike zone. That's outside for a ball. That runs it to 2-1. Again, they do have options on the bench on the card, but have chosen at this point to keep Sullivan in the game. And again, to his credit, he's been out in right field. Hasn't any balls hit to him, but he's taken ABs, or un-AB. And that's going to be a grinner to Keats, and he's out at first. So a quick work of inning here. 3 up, 3 down. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning here. The score remains your Chatham Ironmen 1, the Fredericton Royals 1, on this special Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. So bottom of the 6th inning we go here. 3, 4, 5 up here for the Ironmen. So right where you want to be. Dylan Lester's going to lead it off. Lester's 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single and a strikeout. Lester, Watkin, and Nick Leggett here. So 1-1 ball game here, bottom of the 6th inning. And that is inside for ball 1. So Lester gets ahead. Here comes the 1-0, and that is right there at the bottom of the strike zone for a strike. That's a fly ball into center field, and Hoyt's going to catch it. So that'll be out number 1 here on the F8. So Jeff Watkins going to bat here. Watkins been on base twice. He's a 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. And that is outside for ball 1. So Watkins with a single, a walk. And the only RBI back in the 1st inning here for the Ironmen. And that's down for ball 2. So Jeff in a good count here. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2-0 now. And Watkin with a mighty hack there at the 2-0 pitch. Looking ahead to the 7th inning for the Royals, they will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters up, Munn, Sullivan, and O'Hara. The Ironmen looking to break this game right here as it is deadlocked at 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strikes to count here. And that ball is fouled back. Look out. So 2-2's the count now. So here comes the 2-2 now. And Watkin fouls that one back. So good battle from Jeff here. So the count remains 2-2 here. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Watkin has played a tidy little third base tonight. And that is high. So full count here. So full count here. Here it comes. And that's inside and ball 4. So Watkin will be on base for the 3rd time in the ball game. And again, maybe, I'll tell you what, Jeff Friday night here had some good at-bats. Didn't have a lot to show for it, but hit the ball on the line several times. So maybe signs of Jeff heating up. And again, if he starts taking free passes, he's routinely the leader in walks in the New Brunswick Senior Baseball League every year. So now with 1 out and 1 on, it's going to be Nick Leggett. And a throw over to first, and he's back safely. And it's going to be time called here as Jeff's going to fish a little sand out of his pants. Again, Watkin coming in tonight with only 6 walks on the season. But a couple here tonight and a single. He's been on base all 3 times. Leggett's 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch and is lined out. And that ball is hit down the third baseline foul. So tense moments here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 1-1. The Ironmen have a runner at first base in the form of Jeff Watkin. Nick Leggett at the plate. Watkin with a decent lead over at first. And he's got him over at first. And we talked earlier about how Van Putten has a great pickoff move, and Watkin is out. So another great pickoff there, and a base running blunder from the Ironman, and just like that, nobody on and 2 out here. And again, we commented earlier in the ball game that Van Putten has a very quick move over to first and able to catch Watkin there. So that's 1-3-6 on the pickoff play. Oliver able to make the tag, and now here's pitch to Leggett. And that's in there for a strike. No idea what the count is here because the scoreboard in the ballpark says 2-2. I believe it's 1-2. And that is down in the dirt. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes here. We get confirmation. Well-oiled machine here. Here comes the 1-2. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Ironmen get a runner on, and nothing to show for it as they end up facing the minimum yet again. So we go to the 7th inning here. Somebody's going to have to score at some point. It is your Chatham Ironmen 1, Fredericton Royals 1. On this Sunday night edition of O'Donaghues Ironmen Baseball Live. So we go to the top of the 7th inning here, a 1-1 ball game. Another pitcher's duel here between Jamie Walls and Nathan Van Putten. So Matt Munn's going to lead it off here as the only RBI for the Royals tonight. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single his last time up. It'll be Munn, Sullivan, and O'Hara here. And again, Sullivan is standing in the on-deck circle, and that ball is in. So again, not sure. Again, Sullivan's last time up, a couple of bunt attempts and then a half-hearted swing that actually resulted in a ball to medium center, but you have to think he's going to be timid up at the plate again. A number here. Watkin up with it. And again, we said Watkins had a good game over there, and that's a dandy little 5-3. So again, if you're not sure if Sullivan's going to be able to swing the bat or not, got to get the leadoff man, and that's exactly what they do. So here comes Sullivan, and that is outside for a ball. So he's 0 for 2 in the game, has grounded out to third and flown out to center field. Again, he hurt himself on a diving play in the field back in the bottom of the first. Definitely a wrist injury on his catching hand, so maybe just looking to take a walk here. We'll see. And that's in there for a strike. Again, last time up, he laid down a couple of bunts and then a half-hearted swing to center. The Ironmen with their first and third baseman at the corners expecting he may bunt again. We'll see. And that's high for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. Here it comes. And that is high for a ball. And now 3-1. No action in either bullpen at this point, so Walls and Van Putten going to be left to determine their fates here, it would appear. So 3-1 here. And if you're the Royals, you would love nothing more than to Sullivan to be able to work a walk here. And that is down for ball 4. So again, Sullivan gets a free pass, and you love that because he doesn't have to swing the bat, and you get the go-ahead run out at first base. So that'll bring O'Hara up here. O'Hara's 0 for 1, struck out and walked. His last time was erased as part of a fielder's choice on a ground ball to shortstop Chris Keating. 1 out, 1 on here. And that is bunted at the plate and going to be foul. So O'Hara tries to lay one down there. Royal starter Nathan Van Putten is in the on-deck circle, so maybe trying to get a runner in scoring position for him here. We'll see if O'Hara's laying it down here again. 0-1 is the count. A throw over to first. So after the throw over to first, it's 0-1. Square again, and he pulls it back, takes it high for a ball. So 1-1 is the count here. Top of the 7th inning of a 1-1 baseball game. The Royals have a runner over at first, Shane Sullivan, who worked the walk. Again, to say that it has been gutsy for him to stay in this ball game after hurting himself back in the first would be an understatement. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so no bunt call there. O'Hara takes call that one a healthy rip. So it's 1-2 now. Again, if you're the Ironman here, a ground ball double play would be just what the doctor ordered. 1 out, 1 on. 1-2 is the count. And that is in the dirt. O'Hara thought about it. Nice block back there by Tyler McKay. So that'll run the count to 2-2 now as Walls is trying to get him chasing. Again, the temperature, even though we're in almost to the 9 o'clock hour here, it has stayed hot, 29 degrees. We do have that continued breeze coming in from right field. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Walls has the one he likes. And that is popped up, and it's going to be out of play. So Sullivan made a diving attempt on a ball in right field way back in the bottom of the first inning. Immediately came up like he was very hurt. He has stayed in the ball game up until this point, but believed to be some kind of wrist injury. A little bit of a dust up about it a few innings ago. And he's going here. There's a strikeout. And a stolen base. And I was waiting to see if there was going to be conversations of interference there. So O'Hara goes down swinging. It'll be a stolen base for Sullivan. Again, I believe there was conversation there over whether or not O'Hara may have interfered. And we're going to get time called here as McKay is going to go out. I think maybe, again, just to go over the signs here. Critical situation here in the top of the 7th inning, as it is a 1-1 baseball game, and the Royals have the go-ahead run at second base. Again, no activity in the Ironman bullpen, so Jamie Walls is going to be allowed to determine his fate here. So here we go, a little visit out there. We've now broken it up. Again, probably just trying to decide on pitch sequence, maybe limit the amount of signs here. Van Putten is over 2, has flown out to center and hit into a fielder's choice last time on a heck of a play by Charlie Malson. And they're going to go to second here on what appeared to be a designed pickoff play. Again, maybe just trying to get Sullivan to slide back in or make him think about it here. But again, Van Putten's last time up hit a rocket back up the middle that Charlie Malson made a diving play on and was able to get a 4-6 force out at second. Another run over to second here. And there's a mighty hack from Van Putten. Pulled way off of that one. And if you're the Ironman, you got to learn from that one. Again, he pulled that front foot way out. Again, see if they stay away from him a little bit here. Critical situation here with 2 out. And that is hit back up the middle. And that's going to get through into center. Ori's going to be up with it, and he's going to not be able to get him. So the Royals will take the lead here in the top of the 7th on a Nathan Van Putten RBI single. Again, that one back up the middle, out of the reach of Jamie Walls, and despite Charlie Malson's best efforts, past his diving outstretched glove. So the Royals have taken the lead now here 2-1. And the inning will continue now with a runner at. So here comes the first pitch, and that's high for ball 1. So, again, the inning continues for Thomas Hoyt here. Hoyt is over 2 in the game, has flown out to left field. Last time up hit into a fielder's choice. So the Royals have broken through here. Jake Cook, Tyler McKay, Charlie Malson, the scheduled hitters for the Ironmen in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a swing and a miss from Hoyt. So Van Putten helps out his own cause here with an RBI single. Again, a big game here as a win from the Royals. They would keep pace with the Islanders, who won earlier today over the Alpines and have improved to 14-8. And that is a fly ball into left. And that is a long run for Jake Cook. And he misses it. And that is going to allow another run to potentially score as Van Putten is in there. And he will take advantage of the Jake Cook error in left field. And that'll make it 3-1. Again, Van Putten running hard. Jake Cook has had a rough evening, to say the least, out in left field. Has had a chance to catch the ball from Josh McDonald that resulted in the first run of the game scoring for the Royals. Had a chance to make a play down the line earlier on a ball that was eventually called foul. And then now an error on that play he is charged with. And now it's 3-1. And that ball is fouled back. And that is a bouncer out to second. So Mollison up with it, and he will make the play, and that will end the inning. But the Royals score 2 here, and they'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Last kick at the can for the Ironmen. And the score is 4-3. So we go to the 7th inning here. The Royals break through in the top of the 7th with a couple of runs. Shane Sullivan able to work a walk and steal second. Scores on the single by pitcher Nathan Van Putten to make it 2-1. And then Van Putten scored on an error by left fielder Jake Cook on a catchable fly ball. So the Ironmen got to score 2 here to keep it going. And Jake will have a chance to redeem himself here, as he's going to lead off the inning. It'll be Jake Cook. Appears to be Logan Walsh now in the on-deck circle, who was Friday night's hero in Game 1. And then it is Charlie Mollison after that. The Ironmen do have Zach Goss warming up in the bullpen just in case. Jake in the game is 0 for 2, has grounded out to the pitcher and the third baseman. Van Putten has only allowed a run on 2 hits to this point. The Royals have 3 runs on 4 hits. The Ironmen have committed 1 error. And there's a mighty hack from Cook for strike 1. So again, we'll see, looks like we're going to see Logan Walsh in place of Tyler McKay here. And then we'll see Charlie Mollison is the third scheduled hitter. No sign yet of who might be coming out. And that ball's there for strike 2. So 0-2 here to Cook. And that ball's high and away. So runs the count now to 1-2. So again, can the comeback Ironmen do it again? We've seen it a handful of times here. We also have some action in the Royals bullpen as Isaac Edwards is warming up down there. And there's a swing and a miss, fouled into the glove for strike 3. That's 10 of the last 11 retired now from Van Putten. The only blemish in there was a walk to Watkin. And then he was promptly picked off. Logan Walsh, the pinch hitter here. And that is outside for a ball. Walsh, the junior call-up, 429 on the season, second on the Ironman with 3 home runs, has a couple of doubles as well in his 9 hits. And that's in there for a strike. Again, the big hit here the other night as he came to the plate in a 6-5 ball game. He hit a 3-run shot to give the Ironmen an 8-6 lead, and they would hold on for a 9-6 victory in Game 1 Friday night against the Alpines. And that is at the bottom of the strike zone for a strike as well. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now is the count. And that's in the dirt. That one a good foot or 2 in front of home plate as Van Putten tries to get Walsh to chase one. So again, both bullpens going here, both for different reasons. Have to assume, if you're the Royals, that Van Putten's got the leash here. He's gave up a run in the first inning and has allowed nothing since. The last hit he allowed was with 2 out in the 3rd. And again, has retired 10 of 11. And that's popped up first base side. And that's going to be into the pavilion just behind the first base dugout, and it'll keep the count 2-2. Another beautiful night for baseball here as the Ironmen try to play comeback squad again. Here comes another 2-2 with 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Van Putten has struck out the last 3 Ironman batters, and now they are down to their last out. And it'll be Charlie Mawson. Mawson 0 for 1 in the game. Walked, has been caught stealing. Grounded out to second his last time. And that's in there for strike 1. Van Putten with the 0-1 here. And there's a swing and a miss from Mawson for strike 2. Again, Van Putten, who was a little wild early, has absolutely sorted that out here the last 4 innings, as he has allowed virtually nothing. The 0-2. And that is high and away for a ball. Last strike here for the Ironmen. Charlie Mawson here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Van Putten has the one he likes, and he comes set. Rocks and fires. And that is right there for strike 3, and that's the ball game. As the Fredericton Royals score a couple late, and a great pitching performance from Nathan Van Putten as he goes the distance and allows only 2 hits and 1 run, and retires 12 of the last 13 batters he faces. And the last 4, all strikeouts. So the Royals pick up a 3-1 win here. They will improve to 13-9. The Ironmen will fall to 10-8. And pending the result of the Alpines Mets games tonight, or Mets game tonight in Moncton, may find themselves back in 4th place. So the final score here is 3-1. We'd like to thank sponsor of the stream, O'Donaghues Irish Pub. Go on down and check them out. The patio's open. $2 off, 20-ounce Molson and Coors on Ironman game nights. Check out the fish and chips. Tell them Snaggle sent you. And also, we'd like to thank the folks at Elitecast Media here who are responsible for bringing you the sights and sounds. And, of course, I am the voice of the Chatham Ironmen, Chris Jardine. The final score, the Fredericton Royals 3, your Chatham Miramichi Honda Ironman 1. Again, our next scheduled stream is August 3rd. Saturday doubleheader as PEI is going to be in town. But again, we're hearing rumors of a potential makeup game. So keep it locked to the Ironman Facebook page. The final score, the Fredericton Royals 3. Your Chatham Miramichi Ironmen 1.